Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is mcpeachpies, and today I'm going to be showcasing the new Worldborder PVP version 2.0 for Minecraft 1.9. So there's a heap of new features and heap of new things that you can change for this version in comparison to the 1.8 version, along with a heap of cleaned up command blocks and better functionality. So once you've imported the world or downloaded the world, it's going to automatically generate the settings as I showed in the how to import into a custom terrain video. However, if you're downloading the world, it'll already have everything generated. So when a player joins, they will automatically be added to the default team and teleported center. So I can recreate that by leaving the team. So if there's a player on no team, then they will be reset basically. So that's what I'll show there. It also put your name on the scoreboard as well. So there's quite a few more options than last time. I'll quickly show actually the how to play, as that's been slightly altered. Actually, I believe there's a whole new setting. Anyway, so on starting, you'll be teleported to a random place on the map. Collect as much gear as you can, then head to 0, which is automatically set as the world spawn, so you don't need to worry about any of that. Then it will take the set amount of time, so that there will say the set minutes time that you set. So at the moment the default is 20 minutes for the world border to shrink down from 1,500 blocks to 50 from the center. So that means that the world border starts 1,500 blocks from here, meaning it's 3,000 blocks wide in total, but from the center it goes 1,500 blocks out, as well as when it shrinks down, it's 50 blocks from the center. So from there, from the center to the world border is 50 blocks, making it 100 blocks wide in total. And then, so from what I've noticed, you need to have fancy graphics onto the red glow, but some people still don't see it, but I believe it is fancy graphics. So to see the red glow, you need to have fancy graphics on, and that will appear when the world border is 60 seconds away from where you are at the time. So you have 60 seconds to basically leave the area before you will be caught by the world border and die. So now to the options. There are a lot more options, and I'm really happy with how they've turned out. So the first one, well, at the top, you click to view the current one. So these are the default settings that come when you first load the world. So the first default time is 20 minutes. It will not reset any kills. It will not reset the rounds one. It will allow you go to the nether and end. It will not give you a starter kit. UHC mode is disabled, so it's just normal regeneration, and it will also show what your current team color is. Now, so you can set the the time here in the options. By the way, all players can now do the options, regardless of being opt or cheats enabled. But there is a bug, I believe, if you're hosting it on a server where if you have some permissions set, it might not allow players to click signs. So you should probably watch out for that, and you may need to allow players to do the trigger command, which by default players should be allowed to do regardless. Anyway, so you click here to set 10 minutes, 20, 30, 45, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. So it will also say in chat who changed the setting and what they set it to. So a good range, 10 minutes are good for quick rounds if you want to have more of a rushed feel to it. 20 minutes allows you to collect a reasonable amount of equipment. 30 minutes is good for getting good gear. 45 is mainly like an in-between. So it's good time to collect gear, but it's also not too long. 1 hour is for like really good equipment, and then the 2, 3, and 4 hours are for more like rounds with lots of people, or for like example a UHC. Resetting kills, this will only run at the start of each round. So in terms, you could use it to only display per round kills, and then at the start of each round it will be reset back to 0. Now the reset round kills will only run at the start of the round and then be reset to be turned back off. So if we set that to yes, it will say will reset rounds 1 on round start, and then that will be turned off again, meaning that it will reset the rounds 1 and then re-enable it. So if you want to reset those again, you'll have to do it at the start of the next round. Now the scoreboard display, you can either display the rounds 1, which is the default one, or you can display player kills. The player kills as set up there, you can reset that per round, and then you can switch it back to either. Allow nether and end, by default this is set to yes. That will mean that players can go through a nether portal and they can also have Eyes of Ender. That was the way that I've decided to go with disabling it. So if a player stands in a nether portal, it will break the portal, but if they have an Eye of Ender, they will automatically lose that Eye of Ender, so it will get cleared from the inventory. The starter kits is quite a cool. Starter kits is quite a cool feature. By default, that's set to no, I believe. But anyway, so what that does is it will give you the items from a bonus chest. So if you know when you create a new world, you can enable the bonus chest, which gives you a wide variety of wood, some tools, sticks, possibly some fish and apples. So that, if you click yes, will give players that. That's good for shorter rounds where you don't want to be wasting time collecting wood and equipment and stuff like that. UHC mode is pretty self-explanatory. I'll quickly reopen like this. So if you click yes, it will... that moon is skitzing out all over the place. If you click yes to UHC mode, it will disable natural regen, meaning that you can only regenerate using things like golden apples or health potions. UHC mode, again, it's like mainly a big thing for longer rounds. And then if you say that's no, then you can automatically regenerate health. Join teams, so this will, you can either be the default team, which is no team, meaning that you'll be singular, all by yourself, but if you join a team with multiple people, then you'll all be teleported within a certain range of each other. And that will also announce what player has joined what team, and then you can just go back to default team again, and it will also display, of course, in the rounds 1 and in tab if you're on multiplayer. So that's how you use all the options. Spectate's pretty simple, not much to change about that. But when you go into spectate mode, it will announce it and tell you to fly to the center. And as it says there, to get out of spectate mode, you just fly back into the center. And also, when you are in spectate mode, you are given a compass. So if you fly a long way out or at a player, then you can simply just open your inventory. Say if we're all the way over here, we can open inventory, see which way it points, then turn, see which way it points again, and then just fly back over. Also, I should mention, when you die now, you will automatically be put in spectate mode, and you will respawn at the position of which you died. So then, finally, I should mention, when on starting a round, so when you right-click that sign, any players that are playing, so if I try to click it now, it will say, there are not enough players, you need 2 or more on different teams to start a round. Any spectating players will not be counted, they need to fly to the center to leave. So that means, well, obviously I'm the only one here at the moment, so there's not enough players, you need 2 or more on different teams. So if a player is on, if everyone's on the same team, it will not allow that, and somebody will need to leave the team. And any spectating players will not be counted, so all players need to be in adventure mode. So if you've got someone, say, changing something in creative mode, or building something, or messing around and not in adventure mode, or someone is spectating, looking around, they will need to be back into the main platform in adventure mode for it to be counted. So it's pretty straightforward how to use it. Again, the terrain is a main cause of lag, and there are some, there is quite heavy command blocks. Most of them I have tried to optimize as much as I can. I may release optimization updates in the future, so be sure to follow me on Twitter or keep an eye on the forum thread for updates on that. But I think that's basically everything I covered. You will experience most of the features when you actually play the game. I can't go over everything. For example, I believe this one here is for new players, and that one's when someone dies. All these command blocks down there are for testing which team is left last. There are so many things. I think these ones here are for the nether and end. These are all the round time. So there's so many things. What else have we got? This is the final thing. There's a big... Actually, let's go into spectator, look at this, without trying to be kicked. So this here, that's all like the counting, see either last player or last team. This is all the generating when you first join the world. These are all the options, and this is the so this is the way that it checks for all the players, and then that is all the starting command blocks. So as I said, I may release optimization updates in the future because there are quite a heavy duty amount of command blocks. But in terms of world loading, I recommend checking out the importing into custom terrain world video, as that covers how to pre-generate terrain and different forms of lag and stuff like that. Other than that, I recommend you follow me on Twitter, as I do often post updates on there about different things, mainly updates on Worldborder and stuff. So if I do updates or think about making some changes, I will post them there, as well as on the forum thread, which I will have up when this video is up. But I think that's mainly everything. Again, if you have any issues, be sure to let me know, either in the comments below on any of these videos, or send me a tweet or on the forum thread. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and make use of this. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's taken me a long time to make this. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you guys later.